We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here by my brother Tim, and today we have a almost full MLB slate. We have 14 games in Major League Baseball, and we have three of the NFL preseason games we'll be going over as well. So it should be a fun little day. But as always, you guys know what we do in the beginning of every single show. We recap what happened in the previous day. Keep that transparency here and be able to just say what worked, what didn't work. And what worked for me was Detroit first five and San Francisco first five minus half. That's it. That's all. The Braves got absolutely blown out. First five, or the full game over 10.5 between Tampa Bay and Boston did not cash. The Yankees first five in full game. I'll get back to the Yankees in a second. Cleveland was an absolute wrong side. I think that's pretty safe to say. They lost 17-0. Yankees first five, whatever. That it is what it is. They were down 7-3. Whatever. Cool. New York Yankees full game plus 141. They really teased me on that one. They scored 4 runs in the top of the ninth inning. Two-run shots from Judge and Stanton. I was all excited. I'll be able to cash my plus 141. My day won't be as bad as it was. And Tim Anderson hits a 2-run shot to win the game. Yeah. Yep. And then on the football side, both my plays lost. Washington, they went for a 2-point conversion. I wasn't watching the game. It said they converted it, and then under review, they turned it. It was overturned. That one hurt. And then I had Philadelphia. They were up 13-0. What do? They scored 3 points the rest of the game, and they give up 24 to 3 run. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That was last night for me. What about you, Tim?
I'm just getting one more thing up, and then I'm good. All right. Now, yesterday, it was more of a frustrating day as well. I understand. Not complaining, but how did you miss the over in the Field of Dream Games home runs? I didn't miss the over. That was one of my plays. Nick didn't hit it, but yeah, last night my baseball wasn't as good. Let's see. I did have St. Louis, which that one made me sweat. But cashed it. LA couldn't score more than 2 runs against a bullpen game of Philadelphia. That's a little bit concerning. Got the loss there. I was on Detroit. That was our best bet. So cash that one. They finished off the sweep. We were on. Nope, didn't have that one. I had the over in the Seattle game. I don't know why I decided to do that. So and then that Cincinnati Atlanta game. It was either I bet Cincinnati or I bet the under. I chose the under. That was the wrong side. That Yankee game, which I want to bring up that in just a minute, and we could talk about the whole entire thing in just a second. I had the over, way easy. It was over in the 4th inning. Very nice. I also had Toronto as my last play of the night, and they didn't show up. It's fine. And then for the football games, I had Washington as well, like Nick did. A little bit disappointing there, but I had the over in the Pittsburgh game. So overall, a 1-1 night, and can't really complain about that. The football side, baseball could have been a lot better. Could have also been a lot worse. So. But ready to go and work our way into today. I'm going to read through the comments, and then I want to talk about that the Yankee game last night. What up, guys? Had A's plus a 1.5 in a parlay yesterday. I mean, they won 17-0, so I'm guessing that cashed. Butt kicked yesterday. Payday Friday. Let's get it. Let's do it. Good morning. Hit the like button and share with grandma. Yeah, share with grandma. But real quick, that Field of Dreams game. MLB, round of applause. That was fantastic. That was absolutely fantastic. From all the ceremony and everything in the beginning, how they walked the cornfield onto the field, their jerseys, all the way even down to the timing of the game. Because if you notice, how many games started at 7 o'clock yesterday? Yeah, that one. So MLB did an absolutely fantastic job on that one. That was really, really cool to see. Really showed off the whole Field of Dreams feeling, the cornfield as the outfield. And congratulations to Jose Abreu. He will now go down in history as the first player to ever hit a major league home run in the state of Iowa. Also, Aaron Judge has the most home runs in Iowa, and that he's going to hold on to for a while. I honestly think that this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Very, very awesome to see. I'm a Mets fan, so me saying that when the Yankees are playing in that was still really cool to see. And one of the big things is I'm so happy that the game went the way it did and wasn't just like a 1-0 boring game. Because that would have sucked if they hyped it up and there had been like a sacrifice fly in the 5th inning and that's it. That would have sucked. But the fact that Tim Anderson hit a homer, Judge hit 2, Stanton hit 1, Abreu hit 1, Eloy Jimenez hit 1, Brett Gardner. Oh my God, it was a freaking home run derby and just goosebumps down. Oh, that was just a fantastic game to watch. Sorry, I'm a little bit ranting right now. Well, not ranting, but I was excited last night. I know we'll probably mention something again on Game Time Decision with Allie. She freaking loved it. But Nick, any thoughts on this? And then we can go ahead and jump into the slate for today.
Yeah, you basically stole every last thing I wanted to mention about this game. And you knew that because I said those exact words yesterday in the car when we were driving home. So, yeah, I was very happy of what they did with this game. MLB knocked this thing out of the ballpark, pun intended. But, yeah, this was a great event for the MLB, and I hope to see more of them like this. Not specifically Field of Dreams, but I think we're going to see more of those games where they have those neutral sites. Like we've seen this in the past before with the Williamsport games, Williamsport.
Can we see a Sandlot game?
We need to see a Sandlot game. No, but we've seen them in Fort Bragg. I love those games that they go and they find these really cool locations. They had one in Puerto Rico?
Marlins and Mets played in Puerto Rico.
That's right. Yeah, they have these
10
games.
Years ago.
Yeah, they have these games where they play in neutral sites. I want to see more of those from the MLB. Very happy with what they did. I love the scheduling even down to the point where no other games were starting the same time they did. And they had basically they were the only show in town. So yeah, they fully maximized the exposure and the excitement for this game, and MLB couldn't have done a better job with this one. Especially another thing that I don't think you mentioned were the drone shots. The drone shots were absolutely perfect as well. The corn maze outside where they had the drone shot where it was like an MLB logo in the corn. Absolutely perfect. Great job to the MLB and to the people in the state of Iowa who put on that show last night. Absolutely amazing job. Unfortunately, it wasn't the ending that I was hoping for, but it was a storybook ending. MLB, great job. You probably couldn't have scripted it any better. A team was down. They come back. They score 4 runs in the top of the ninth to have a walk-off in the bottom of the ninth. I don't think for ratings-wise and overall-wise, you could have had a better ending to that game other than for my wallet. So
it was Shoeless Joe Jackson's ghost in the corn maze.
Don't do that crap. No, we're not doing that. We're not conspiracy theorying here. But yeah, we'll get into the slate now for the MLB for today now.
Yep, sounds good. Sorry, we had to bring that up because that was big.
Yeah, that was awesome.
We'll get to start off with some baseball now.
Yeah, we're going to be looking at the Cincinnati Reds at the Philadelphia Phillies here. It's a -156 for the Phillies. It's a +144 for the Reds. The total of this game, 8.5. Tyler Mahle, Zach Wheeler, what are you looking at for this first game?
All right, we get to start off the game with a little bit of a dog. I like Cincinnati in this matchup. Looking at it, yes, I'm fully aware that Wheeler is pitching for the Phillies, and he is the favorite in the National League for the Cy Young. On the other side, we get Tyler Mahle, which has been another solid pitcher this year, and I'm going to call him the ace of the Cincinnati Reds team right now. And I think this is going to be a really good matchup. I just think that Cincinnati is overall a better team than Philadelphia. Their offense was clicking yesterday. And as long as Joey Votto's bat stays hot, Cincinnati's going to go far. I still think Cincinnati is a playoff team in that second wild card spot. I'm going to keep saying it because I believe it. So I like Cincinnati in this game. If anything, it's a lean towards the under as well. But also looking at it real quick, Tyler Mahle. It has a lot better road numbers than home numbers. His record on the road is 6-1 with a 2.06 ERA. He's just been really, really solid on the road. And I'm going with the Cincinnati Reds on a little bit of an upset, plus 144 today against the Phillies.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here. Unfortunately, though, the lines moved a little bit too much for me to give this out as an official play. But yeah, I'm on Cincinnati as well in the first 5 innings. I got it at plus 160. It's now dipped to a plus 140. And one thing that's really caught my eye with this game is I'm looking at market movements a little bit now. And this one website's telling me that 54% of the tickets are on the Philadelphia Phillies, but yet they've gone from a minus 158. Now they are down to a minus 156. The line's looking like money's coming in on the other side when it's the percentage of tickets are not. So that really makes me think that a lot of the sharper markets, the sharper line people are on the Cincinnati Reds in this spot, and that's exactly where I am on as well. Unfortunately, this line, I got it earlier this morning, and this line's dipped in the last hour. So yeah, I'm on the Cincinnati Reds here in the first 5 innings. I got it at plus 160. It's now down to a plus 140. So not an official play for me, but that is where I'm going for this game.
Hey, Nick, you might want to exit StreamYard and then come back in. Your camera's very choppy. So if you want to just do that real quick and just see if that works. Because I noticed when you were talking that entire time, your camera was really choppy. It's actually looking a little bit better now, so I think you're all right. But sorry, I just want to mention that real quick.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that with through the YouTube thing real quick. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game here. Milwaukee Brewers are at the Pittsburgh Pirates here. Minus 200 now for the Brewers. It's a plus 184 on the other side. Here for the Pirates, the total of 9 in this game. Mitch Keller, Brent Anderson, the pitching matchup. What are you looking at for this game?
Yeah, I'm not too interested. Most Milwaukee games I'm not really going to be too interested in because I think throughout the rest of the season, they're going to be favored at least minus 175 or higher in 80% of their games because they still got their division rivals are just not up to par. They're going to be big favorites against Pittsburgh, big favorites against St. Louis, against Chicago, any of the teams that they play. So this is one of those that I'm not really going to be too interested. You get Brett Anderson and Mitch Keller. Brett Anderson's 4-5 with a little bit over a 3.5 ERA. Mitch Keller at 3-9 with a little bit over a 7. So if anything, maybe a lean towards the over. Milwaukee's just been absolutely hitting. Granted, they were up against some bad pitching in Chicago, and now they're going to go up against bad pitching in Pittsburgh. So I actually might add this to my card. I'm going to. I'm going to go over in this game. I just think it's a solid spot, bad pitching, and for once, we've actually seen Milwaukee really hit. Plus, it's only a 9, and I do think that Pittsburgh can get some runs themselves. So I'm going to actually take this one and go over the 9 at a minus 115.
Yeah, looking at it for me here, Brent Anderson's 4-5 this season with a 3.54 ERA, 1.24 WHIP, and 73 2/3 innings pitched, 44 strikeouts and 19 walks. On the other side here, Mitch Keller is 3-9 with a 7.06 ERA, a 1.81 WHIP, and 57 1/3 innings pitched, 57 strikeouts and 33 walks. And yeah, Mitch Keller's looked absolutely horrible this year. An ERA above 6. And looking at the markets here, around 87% of the tickets are on the Brewers, and the line has moved from -180 to -200. So that line makes perfect sense here. I really do like the Brewers in this matchup, and that's exactly where I'm going in this game. One way I'm going to try to be able to back favorites here the next couple weeks are on the first 5 lines. It's up to a -140 now. I got it at -135. I still don't hate it. I'm going to go with the Milwaukee Brewers here. First 5 minus half a run at -140. They should be able to take care of business here against a really bad Pittsburgh team who is 10 games under at home. They've lost 9 of their last 10 games, 8 in a row. And they're going up against a Milwaukee team that's been playing much better baseball as of late. They've won 7 of their last 10 games. They've won 3 games in a row. So, yeah, this Milwaukee team coming in, playing good baseball. I expect some more of that today. Milwaukee Brewers, first 5, minus half a run at -140 for this one.
Sounds good. We'll go ahead and move over to this game, which I'm actually going to have to switch something because the total has actually gone down.
Really?
It's now down to a 7.
Well, for this matchup here, we have the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs in this game. It's a -112 for the Marlins. It's a +102 here for the Cubbies. The total is 7 in this game. And it's going to be Adbert Alzolay and Jesus Luzardo. And with the total of 7, I must be confused here because I didn't know that Jesus Luzardo and Adbert Alzolay are the aces for these two prospective teams with a total of 7. I understand these teams are not hitting as of late, or my bad, the Cubs haven't been hitting as of late. But this is a Miami Marlins team that's gone over in 8 of their last 10 games and 5 of their last 6. And I don't really trust Jesus Luzardo. He's not looked great this year. Granted, he's only pitched 9 2/3 innings pitched. He is a 9.31 ERA with a 1.86 WHIP. And I think even this poor Cubs team will be able to hit halfway decent off of him. That's where I'm going in this game. I'm actually on the team total for the Chicago Cubs here at -112, over 3.5 runs. I think we see at least 4 runs from the Cubs in this game. I have them priced around a pick 'em. So these are two teams that are spiraling down. So I think we're going to see some runs in this game. I have Chicago Cubs here, team total over 3.5 for this matchup.
Yeah, I just went over in general, and I guess I got a bad line for it because I bet it last night, and I got it out of 7.5. I figured this line would be going up because Miami has been hitting a little bit better lately, and it's not like they're playing against bad teams. Like both sides have been scoring high in Miami games, and they just went up against San Diego, and they were hitting against San Diego pitching. So I do think this one's an over game. I think Miami hits enough. I think Chicago can get enough because this Miami bullpen has not been pitching well at all either. I think we get enough runs. I think 7 is way too low. I didn't realize, that these guys are aces. They're not. Luis Luzardo has not been good since getting to Chicago, and Albert Alzolay is the second worst pitcher in baseball due to pitcher profit. Only player worse is Brubaker. So, no, I don't understand why it's this low, and I'm smashing that over.
All right, sounds good. We'll move on to the next game here. We have the Los Angeles Dodgers at the New York Mets in this game. You can get the Dodgers for around -155. It's a +140 the opposite way here with the New York Mets. Total 8.5 in this game. Julio Urias taking on Taylor McGill for this matchup. What are you looking at in this game?
This will be the first game that I pass on for today. Looking at it, the Mets are coming into this one winning 3 straight. Granted, it was against Washington. And Washington's now lost 9 out of their last 10. So I'm not sure how much we can really take into consideration there. But we get Julio Urias taking on Taylor McGill. McGill's been all right. After his first couple starts that were quite solid, his last 2 starts against Philly and Miami, he's allowed up 4 runs in each start. So he hasn't been as consistent lately, but granted, both of those were on the road. He has pitched a lot better at home. So it's maybe a good spot for him to bounce back. His last 2 home starts, 1 earned run in 5 innings, no earned runs in 6 innings, and those were against Atlanta and Toronto. So he's a lot better of a home pitcher than he is a road pitcher. Keep in mind, he is still a rookie. So you got to really take that into consideration as well. He's got 9 starts in the MLB, but he's been a really nice piece to this Mets rotation. And on the other side, you get Julio Urias, who is another really solid piece. He's been pitching really good the past couple of games. 2 earned runs in his last start, no earned runs in his previous start, 1 earned run, 1 earned run. So if anything, it might be a lean towards the under in this game. It would probably have to be a lean towards the Dodgers, but I'm not leaning that minus 154 money line. So this one's going to be a pass for me on this one.
Yeah. By the way, Pandera, I just posted the link there for where we find which pitchers are profitable and not. Looking at this matchup here, by the way, a quick touch on the last one I forgot to mention that kind of pulled me towards that Chicago way is, according to my site here, around 80% of the tickets are Miami, but the Cubs have gone from a plus 108 to a plus 104 down to a plus 102. So it shows that a lot of tickets are coming in on Miami, but the line is going towards the Chicago Cubs side. So I think the Cubs are the sharp side on that one. But looking at this game here, Julio Urias is 13-3 with a 3.41 ERA, a 1.08 WHIP, and 134 and 2/3 innings pitch, 144 strikeouts, and 28 walks. I believe this is the most we've seen Urias pitch in a single season. So keep that in mind with some pitchers that haven't pitched too much in previous seasons that are going full seasons this year. Just keep that a little bit in the back of your brain. On the other side, Taylor McGill, 1-2 with a 3.20 ERA, 1.13 WHIP, 45 innings pitched, 48 strikeouts, and 12 walks. The Mets are on a winning streak right now. They just came off of a sweep against the Washington Nationals. Granted, yes, it is the Nationals. Now they get the Dodgers. But I think that sweep definitely helps bring a little bit of positive momentum to the New York Mets in this spot here. And I think that's going to translate for the first 5 innings. I made the video for it last night. I'm going to New York Mets here in the first 5 innings. You can get that at plus 140. So I think that Taylor McGill has actually looked halfway decent. He's had a couple hiccups his last couple of starts. But I think we see a potential lower scoring first 5 innings and the Mets leading at the end of the first 5 in this one.
Sounds good. Nick, do you want to just exit out and come back in? You were really laggy before. I just want to make sure that the picture and everything is all good. So just and then you can come back in and we can introduce this game. But yeah, no, I'm fine with that Mets play. I'm not betting that game personally, but I don't mind it. Next game we'll be looking at when Nick comes back is the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. I'll quickly introduce it. Detroit Tigers are hosting Cleveland Indians at minus 114. We get a total of 9.5 in this game. We get Zach Plesac taking on Tyler Alexander. And Plesac, 6-4, 4.84 ERA. On the other side, Tyler Alexander, 2-1 with a 4.35. And I'm liking Detroit in this matchup. Detroit's coming off of a sweep against the Baltimore Orioles. They're playing some good baseball right now. And they're now at home, and they played pretty well at home. So I do like Detroit. It's a slight underdog. It's a plus 104 at this point. But I see them continue their streak. They've won 4 straight games. 3 against Baltimore, and I think they won the last game of their series against. Oh no, sorry, they've won 4 out of the last 5. They lost the last time they played Cleveland. They lost 2 out of 3, but I do think that they take today. Alexander's been solid. Plesac is still, I believe he was still coming off of injury. I think this is like his 3rd or 4th start off of injury. So just something to keep in mind. I don't know, he's pitched a little bit. Never mind. But then I'm thinking of a different pitcher. I still do like the Detroit Tigers in this one. Getting them on a small little dog at home.
Sounds good. Yeah. Looking at this matchup for me here, Zach Plesac is 6-4, a 8.4 ERA, a 1.15 WHIP, 89 in the third innings pitched, 58 strikeouts, and 19 walks. On the other side, Alexander, is 2-1 with a 4.35 ERA, a 1.32 WHIP, with 60 innings pitched, 49 strikeouts, and 14 walks. And looking at this matchup here, looking at the where the tickets are coming in, kind of an alarming little stat here for the Tigers. 54% of their tickets are on the Tigers today, and yet their line has gone from even money to plus 105. I think that's kind of alarming here if you're looking to back the Tigers, because they're getting most of the tickets, but it's going the opposite way. So bigger money is coming in on the Indians in this matchup. I lean towards the Indians in this game, even though they've lost 3 straight and 7 of their last 10. I also lean towards the under in this game. I think we're potentially going to see a lower scoring game. The first 5 under in this game is 5. I don't hate that. I'm not going to be getting involved in this game, though. It's a lean towards Cleveland and the under for me, though, in this spot.
All right. Let's keep on moving.
Yeah, we got the Baltimore Orioles here at the Boston Red Sox in this spot. Nick Pivetta and Spencer Watkins, the pitching matchup for this one. Minus 240 now for these Red Sox. Plus 216 the other way with the Orioles. A total of 10.5 in this game. And looking at these pitching matchups, Watkins is 2-3 with a 4.22 ERA, a 1.31 WHIP, 32 innings pitched. He has 22 strikeouts and 11 walks. On the other side, Nick Pivetta is 8-5 with a 4.34 ERA, a 1.27 WHIP, 118 in the third innings pitched, 131 strikeouts, and 50 walks. And looking at this matchup in this one, both these teams coming into this game struggling mightily. And I kind of see this game the similar way I saw when we got on Friday, where we had the Mets and the Nationals, where the Mets were coming in really struggling, and the Nationals were both teams were coming in looking really bad, and you expected me to lay minus 200, 230 on one of those teams. I'm going the opposite way in that one. I'm going with the Baltimore Orioles here in the first 5 innings at plus 195. Baltimore's actually not looked half bad against these Red Sox this year. Another thing that kind of caught my eye with the market moves here. Yes, it has moved 7 cents. We're getting 75% of the tickets on the Red Sox here, 25% on the Orioles, and it's gone from around 212 to 217 for those. So, yeah, some money is a decent amount of the money is coming in on the Red Sox here. I think the Red Sox potentially win this game, the full game for this one, but I like the Baltimore Orioles in the first 5 innings at plus 195 in this spot.
All right. Yeah, I laid off this one. This one's not a pretty game, and I don't. Boston's been struggling. Yes, they had their big 20-8 game that they almost blew. No, I'm kidding. But they did a lot of 7 runs in that 9th inning in that game. But
concerning.
Yeah, it's very concerning. This Boston team since the trade deadline has been awful. I think they've been the worst team in baseball since the trade deadline, and I do not want to back this and don't want to lay a minus 240 right now to back this Boston Red Sox team. I know they're at home. I know they're against Baltimore. If anything, it would be a lean towards Baltimore, but I don't have the balls to go and bet a plus 216 on Baltimore right now. That's not happening. Especially with Nick Pivetta on the mound, which has been one of the more consistent pitchers for Boston, I guess. But the big thing is that Boston needs good pitching to play well to go with their offense, but when their pitching is just as bad and they have to get into shootouts, they're going to lose some of those games. So, yeah, pass for this game. It would be a lean towards Baltimore, but that would be a real stretch.
Yeah. By the way, you said that I think you think Boston's the worst team since the trade deadline. I think so. If there wasn't 3 teams in the MLB named the Chicago Cubs, the Washington Nationals, and the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Okay.
So, other than
worst
that,
team in the AL.
They've been really bad lately, though. So,
well, we expected Washington, Pittsburgh, and Chicago to be bad. We did not expect Boston to be bad. That's what I was thinking. They're the most disappointing team since the trade deadline.
I said they were going to have a little bit of a collapse. So,
oh yeah, I still I think that the Blue Jays will end up getting a playoff spot over them,
or the Yankees. But yeah, we'll move on to the next one here. The Oakland Athletics are at the Texas Rangers in this one. Minus 161 for the Athletics, plus 148 for the Rangers. The total of 8.5 in this game. Cole Irving, Dane Dunning, the pitching matchup for this one. Cole Irving, 8-10 with a 3.45 ERA, a 1.16 WHIP, 130 and a third innings pitched, 94 strikeouts and 24 walks. On the other side, Dane Dunning is 5-7 with a 4.07 ERA, a 1.39 WHIP, 95 innings pitched, 93 strikeouts, and 33 walks. And looking at this matchup here, I do not want to step in front of this Oakland team at all. They've won 8 of their last 10 games. They've won 7 in a row, and they're heading into Texas playing a struggling Rangers team that have lost 8 of their last 10 games and 2 in a row, and going up against Dane Dunning that has not looked particularly good this season. And I think they're going to take care of business here against the Texas Rangers. Looking at the market moves here, a rather concerning market move, though, for the Oakland Athletics here. 68% of the tickets on them, but they've gone from a minus 170 to a minus 160. Rather concerning there. I made this bet beforehand, before I saw those numbers. I'm on the Oakland Athletics here in the first 5 innings, minus the half a run. I said I'm going to look to try to back some favorites here. With the first 5 minus a half a run, you can get the Oakland Athletics here at minus 105 here for that first 5 line. So that's where I'm going in this one. Oakland Athletics, first 5 minus half a run at minus 105 in this game.
Okay, Oakland, first 5 minus 0.5 at what?
Minus 105.
Can you type all those dumb butt bets up, please? So I'm not typing up 6 things. Sorry. I have to go up with this game. I'm passing on this one. If anything, it'd be a lean towards the under. I don't think Oakland's going to be putting up 2 touchdowns again today, like they did yesterday. I know Dane Dunning has been awful. I know Cole Irving has been questionable. Actually, no, he's been a lot better lately. Sorry. He was very questionable, had a really high ERA early in the year. He's got that down to an under 3.5. So he's actually been pitching better. Probably a lean towards the under after what happened yesterday with Oakland. So if anything, that. But this Texas offense has been non-existent. And Oakland is just going to keep rolling. It would definitely be a Oakland spot here. But I'm not laying a minus 161. And I'm not laying a minus 105 run line. That's just my rule. I don't lay minus money on run lines. And I don't like to lay more than minus 150. So, if anything, I guess the best spot to back Oakland would be towards an under in this game, but I'm not really interested in this game.
Or just a first 5 minus half a run.
Yeah, but you're laying a
minus 105.
Yeah, no,
it's just saying they're going to be winning at the end of 5 innings. They're not going to have to win by 2.
That's fine.
All right. Moving on to the next game here. Tampa Bay Rays are at the Minnesota Twins in this one. Minus 160 for the Rays. Nope, my bad. That's first 5. Minus 163 for the Rays. Plus 150 for the Twins in this match. The total of 9.5 in this game. And we're getting Shane McClanahan taking on Michael Pineda in this matchup here. Shane McClanahan, 6-4 with a 3.75 ERA, a 1.25 WHIP, and 84 innings pitched, 99 strikeouts, and 30 walks. On the other side, Michael Pineda in this spot, 4-7, a 3.83 ERA, a 1.20 WHIP, 82 and a third innings pitched, 70 strikeouts, and 17 walks. I know I like the Rays this season as a whole, but this is a value spot for me here. I'm looking at the Minnesota Twins here in the first 5 innings at, I believe, plus 140. I had this game priced around minus 120, minus 125 for the Rays, so I think they're a little overpriced in this matchup here. The Twins have been playing a little bit better as of late. They just took the last 2 games from the Chicago White Sox, and they're back at home here, where they have struggled a little bit at home, 26-31, but at a plus 140, I'm willing to take a little bit of a shot here on the Minnesota Twins. That's where I'm going to be going for this one in the first 5 innings. Minnesota Twins plus 140.
Sounds good. I took a little bit of a different approach. I'm going over in this game. You get Shane McClanahan, who's pitched decent this year, 6-4 with a 3.75 ERA. On the other side, you get Michael Pineda, 4-7, a 3.83 ERA. But my Tampa Bay has been going over a lot lately. And so considering, I mean, they did have some high lines against that Boston team. And the Tampa Bay can score. They proved that they can score. And then their bullpen is starting to slip up a little bit. On the other side, Minnesota, I don't trust Michael Pineda at all. I know he's got 4-7, a little bit under a 4 ERA. I still don't trust him. I do like the over a lot in this game. It's more of one of the spots where I'm expecting each team to get maybe 2 to 3 runs off of the starting pitching and the bullpens to just absolutely explode. So I'm going over in this game. It's a 9.5, and it's actually at even money right now. So I grabbed it.
Sounds good. Sounds good. We'll move on to the next one here, where we have the St. Louis Cardinals at the Kansas City Royals. In this one, you can get the Cardinals for on a -135. It's a +125 the other way. With these Kansas City Royals, a total of 8.5 in this game. Mike Minor taking on the return of Jack Flaherty, which had an absolute phenomenal start to the season, where around 10 starts in, we were talking about potentially Jack Flaherty being considered part of that Cy Young race. But he's missed a ton of time since. He's 8-1 with a 2.90 ERA, a 1.03 WHIP, 62 innings pitched, 67 strikeouts, and 20 walks. Mike Minor's 8-10 with a 5.39 ERA, a 1.27 WHIP, 130 and a third innings pitched, 128 strikeouts, and 39 walks. And we haven't seen Jack Flaherty since May the 31st. So it's been a while since we've seen Flaherty in this matchup here. Let's see where the market is going for this game. We're seeing 82% of the tickets here on the St. Louis Cardinals, and it's gone from -127 to -135. So an understandable live movement there. So, for me, I'm laying off of this game here personally. I see potential value on the Kansas City Royals at this spot, just because we don't know what to expect from Jack Flaherty. So I'm going to lay off the spot. It's a lean towards the Royals in this game, but I'm not getting involved.
I am, and one of the biggest trends that I like to go off of, if a pitcher has missed an extended period of time, I fade him on his first game back. I'm going Kansas City +125 in this matchup. Mike Minor has been pitching a little bit better as of late. He still does have a over 5 ERA. But I do think Kansas City does enough in this matchup and is able to get to Jack Flaherty on his first start back. It's more of a fade of Jack Flaherty right now because it is his first game back. So I'm going Kansas City in this matchup. I do think they get the job done at home as small dogs. So give me Kansas City +125 today.
Sounds good. I can never talk you off of plus money, especially in a spot where you don't know what you're getting from the other starting pitcher. I don't want to lay chalk here on a pitcher that hasn't pitched since May. So we'll move on to the next game here. The Houston Astros are at the LA Angels in this spot. A total of 9 in this game, -128 for the Astros. It's around +118 run back here for the Angels. We are getting Zach Greinke and Pablo Sandoval for this matchup. Where are you looking at in this game?
Yeah, I went after Houston. I felt like the line was just a little bit too small for them. I figured that they would be a -150 in this game, -160, especially with Zach Greinke on the mound, who is 10-3 and a 3.69 nice ERA, going up against Patrick Sandoval, who has been pitching a little bit better as of late, but nothing crazy. 3-5 with a 3.39 ERA. My big concern with this one will be Houston's bats. They've really struggled over the past couple of games. But I think the day off yesterday is going to really help them, and I think we're going to get a solid performance out of them. They just took care of Colorado 2 games in a row. They had a rough series against Minnesota, where they lost 3 out of 4. But I do think after that day off, they're going to come out today. And also, if we want to take into consideration, LA had to play. LA was on last night later on. And I know they're still at home, but I think Houston's going to be well rested. LA might still be a little bit banged up after last night. So I'm going Houston in this matchup against the Angels.
Sounds good. All right, we'll move on to the next game here.
Did you break this one down?
Wait, we're talking. Oh, Houston. No, I never did. Zach Greinke is 10-3 with a 3.69 ERA, a 1.16 WHIP, and 136 and 2/3 innings pitched, 100 strikeouts and 29 walks. On the other side, Pablo Sandoval is 3-5 with 3.39 ERA, a 1.19 WHIP, 82 and 1/3 innings pitched, 91 strikeouts and 34 walks. And for me, a little looking at the market moves for this one here, 74% of the tickets are on the Houston Astros, but yet they've gone from a -147 down to a -125. That is a very alarming live movement here for this one. It shows a lot of sharp money are on the LA Angels in this game, and I kind of agree with them here. I'm leaning towards the Angels in this spot, and I'm leaning towards that Angels team total. I think that we can see them get to Greinke a little bit here. Greinke has produced a decent amount of overs this season. Let me see if I can find what his over-under record is here, which is on the Covers website. The same link that I sent out to get the player profit rankings. You can also, on this website, will show over-unders for certain pitchers. And I believe Zach Greinke is one of the higher ones up here for overs, but apparently I'm not right there. Let's see. Zach Greinke, 14 overs, 8 unders in his 22 starts this season. So I lean towards the over as well in this game. The Angels have gone over in 2 straight heading into this game. But the Astros have gone under in 2 straight. So this game is just something I just want to stay off of. It's Angels or pass for me here in this spot. I just can't get involved in this one.
Fair enough. Now we'll move on to this game.
Yes, we have the San Diego Padres at the Arizona Diamondbacks here. -183 for the Padres, a +168 for the Diamondbacks. A total 8.5 runs in this game. Blake Snell and Madison Bumgarner in this matchup here, and Blake Snell 6-4 with a 4.86 ERA, 1.56 WHIP, 96 and 1/3 innings pitched, 124 strikeouts and 61 walks. On the other side, Bumgarner 6-7, a 4.42 ERA, a 1.13 WHIP, 91 and 2/3 innings pitched, 82 strikeouts and 22 walks. And this is another one of those teams in the Padres where I'm going to take the first 5 here on the run line, -0.5 run, and you can get that at -115. I'm just going to look to try to back favorites in that fashion, and I think this is definitely a spot where I'm looking at the Padres at first 5 -0.5. I also don't hate the full game run line at -115. They do have the massive bullpen advantage. This was almost a double up spot here for me on the San Diego Padres. I almost pulled the trigger on the full game run line. I only had the first 5 -0.5 though in this game, but I can't look at Arizona here. I know they just beat them last night, but this Arizona team, I see a bounce back performance here for the San Diego Padres after getting embarrassed last night. I see a bounce back in this one.
Yeah, I passed on this game, but if anything, I want to go towards Arizona. Except for there's no more value on this game. That was the big thing, is it's down to a +168. If it was a +180, +190, I would go all over Arizona. Blake Snell, and this is the big reason why I would not be interested in San Diego. Blake Snell, home road splits are awful. At home, he's fantastic. 4-1, 2.4 ERA. But they're in Arizona. His road, he is 2-3 with a 7.36 ERA on the road. Do you really want to be backing a pitcher like that? I don't know. I'm not interested in this game. Plus, if we look at San Diego, what have they done to really make you want to bet on them right now? I believe they lost the series to Miami. Yeah, no, sorry. They lost the last game, but they just haven't been looking that good. And even against a bad Miami team, they barely were putting up runs. So, no, I'm not interested in this. I'm not interested in this game. It'll be a pass.
Barely putting up runs is 6 and an 8 spot.
Against the Miami bullpen, they should have been putting up 10 plus.
And by the way, Blake Snell in his last 3 road starts at Oakland, 1 earned run, 6 hits, and 5 innings pitched. At Miami, 1 earned run, 3 hits, and 6 innings pitched. And they have won his last 3 road starts. So I just wanted to put that out there as well. He has gotten better on the road. Fading Snell on the road is not particularly a profitable acquisition the last couple.
Yeah,
starts.
but hold on. What did you say about Matt Harvey? Oh, that those lines are not sustainable for someone who has a 7+ ERA. Yeah, no, I don't want to hear that.
He doesn't have a 7+ ERA
on the road.
Okay. And I mean, talk about non-sustainable. How about Madison Bumgarner, who's only given up what?
I only said it was a lean. I'm not betting this game.
7 earned runs in those last 5 starts.
You don't
That's not sustainable either. So, no, I understand what you're getting at, but I
have this. Oh no, okay. I clicked that afterwards. Yep, never mind. We're good.
Yeah, we'll move on to the next game then. Colorado Rockies, San Francisco Giants in this matchup here. We're getting Anthony Desclafani and Austin Gomber in this one, minus 208 for the Giants, plus 190. For these Rockies here, the total of 8 in this game. Where are you looking at for this one?
For me in this one, I guess it would be a slight lean towards the under. Gomber has been pitching really well lately. He's 9-6. He's got his ERA under 4 now. And then Desclafani has moved himself into as the ace of this rotation, 10-5 with a 3.28 ERA. I think that he should be top 5 right now in Cy Young. And yeah, I would lean towards the under. I took the under in the total chaos last night. I didn't bet it. I don't feel that confident in that play. So if anything, it's a lean towards the under. Colorado hasn't been hitting. It would be a lean towards the Giants as well, but this is another spot. I'm not laying a minus 200 for San Fran, and I'm not interested in the run line. So this one's a pass for me. Lean towards the under, but not a game I'm interested in.
Yeah, for me, this is another spot where I'm looking to back the favorite here, and because we look at Colorado here on the road, 13-43, they've been absolutely dreadful on the road. They've lost their last 3 games, and they're going up against a Giants team that's playing good baseball right now. They've won 5 in a row, 8 of their last 10. And the Giants did the job for me last night, first 5 minus a half, and I'm going right back to them in this spot, first 5 minus a half at minus 120. This is definitely a spot where the Giants should take care of business here. Yes, Austin Gomber has been pitching pretty decent this year with a 9-6 record at 3.79 ERA, 1.09 WHIP, 97 third innings pitched, 98 strikeouts, and 28 walks. And on the other side, though, Anthony Desclafani has been pitching really well this year, and I think it's time I realized that this Giants team is just not a fluke. They're actually going to be a contender this year. They're Desclafani 10-5 with a 3.28 ERA, a 1.07 WHIP, 126 in the third innings pitch, 118 strikeouts, and 33 walks. Yeah, I like the Giants here in the first 5 innings at minus 120. They get the job done here today, and they do what they did yesterday in their game yesterday.
Sounds good. We got one more baseball game, which
is our best bet over on Picks and Parleys. If you guys want to check that out, link to that is in the description of the video down below. But luckily, we're not ending like that. We do have 3 NFL football games.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and jump into those games, and then we'll do housekeeping and a recap afterwards. Nick, go ahead and introduce this one.
Yeah, we're looking at the Tennessee Titans and the Atlanta Falcons in this one. Some line movement on the Atlanta Falcons, as I got them a couple days ago at minus 115. They're now at a minus 125. The other side is a plus 105 for the Tennessee Titans. The total is 38 in this game. And looking at this matchup here, Tennessee's going to have probably a little bit of Tannehill, if any. I don't think they're starting any of their starters in this game. I don't think either team are. Then we're going to get Matt Barkley and Woodside for Tennessee. We're getting McCarron and Franks here for Atlanta. And this is a spot where I will look at the head coaches. And one head coach is a brand new head coach that I think is going to take this game a little bit more serious than the other side in my variable, which in my numbers here is 1-6 in the preseason so far in his career. He doesn't care about the preseason, and he's proved that the last couple of years. I don't expect to see much from the Tennessee Titans tonight. I like the Atlanta Falcons here. I got them at minus 115. They're now minus 125. I still like them at that price. Give me the Dirty Birds here at minus 125.
Yeah, I just didn't. This is the one football game I did not bet, and I just don't know what we're really going to get as for starters. I'm guessing, yeah, you're probably not going to see many. You're probably not going to see many of the starters in this game. So, if anything, I know for total chaos, I give the over in this game. I think there can be some points. I think bad offenses can definitely beat bad defenses, but this one's just the one that I did not get involved in. If anything, it might be a lean towards Atlanta with Nick, but I'm not too interested in this one. I really want to see close to the game time exactly if we're going to get any reps from these starters, and then I could really try to figure it out from there. But they really haven't told us too much in this one, so this one's a pass for me.
Yeah. All right. Then we'll move on to the next game here. We have the Buffalo Bills at the Detroit Lions here. It's a minus 122 for the Lions. It's a plus 102 now for the Bills. Some money has come in on the Lions. The total is 36.5 for this game. And looking at this matchup here, Buffalo is going to be a team I look to back potentially in this preseason. And they're a plus 102 in this game. That's where I'm going in this one because we'll get probably a drive or two from Allen. And then we will get Mitchell Trubisky and Jake Fromm. I really like this quarterback room for the for the Buffalo Bills in this spot. They have nice depth with Trubisky. He has something to prove. He wants to potentially be a starter again, and it's going to have to start here with the preseason to prove that he can still play. On the other side, I don't think we're going to see Jared Goff, which is going to lead us with David Block and Tim Boyle. And that's not a quarterback room I'm particularly looking to back. I know both those quarterbacks have some regular season experience under their belt, but I like the Buffalo Bills in the spot, and I just added them to my card at plus 102. Bills at a plus money spot is definitely something I'm willing to back here. So give me the Bills here at plus 102 in this matchup against the Detroit Lions.
Oh, I'm 100% in the same boat. I really like this Buffalo team. Even if Allen plays no drives, I'm still interested in them. Because Mitchell Trubisky is going to be one quarterback that I have no problem backing in preseason. He's going to be playing hard. He's going to be playing at least half the game, and that's going to give a big advantage for this Buffalo side. And you're getting them at plus money against a Detroit Lions team that, yes, they might want to try to play a little bit harder because they're not going to be good in the regular season. So they might try to get a couple wins here. But I'm not too big of a fan of Detroit. Sorry, Lenny. But I'm interested in Buffalo today. I'm grabbing them at plus money. I think Trubisky really has a solid game today and pulls Buffalo for a preseason win.
All right. We will move on to the final preseason game of the day now. Now, tomorrow's show will start at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time instead of 11 because we do have 10 preseason football games to go over as well as an entire MLB slate. So it's going to be a little bit longer of a show tomorrow. So we will be starting at 10 a.m. rather than 11. But looking at the final game here, we have the Dallas Cowboys at the Arizona Cardinals in this matchup here. We're getting the Cardinals at minus 1.5 or minus 135. And then on the other side, the Cowboys are plus 115 on the money line here. The total of 38 in this game. And looking at these matchups here, I don't think we're going to see much from Kyler Murray, which means we're going to see Colt McCoy and Streifer for the Arizona Cardinals. On the other side, we're going to see Cooper Rush, Ben DiNucci, and Gilbert in this one. And I'll lean towards the under in this game a little bit here. I think this total is a little high. It has dropped 1.5 points. Understandably so. We're not going to see Dak Prescott in this game. We're probably not going to see Ezekiel Elliott. But I do think the Cowboys get the job done here in this game. I like the Cowboys here at plus 115. Getting a little bit of plus money. They had their first preseason game already. Up front, they didn't look half bad. It's just the red zone. They struggled in the red zone, really, in that first game against Pittsburgh. And I think they're going to be able to figure some things out here. I like the Cowboys here at plus 115 against the Arizona Cardinals in this game.
Yeah, I got two plays for this one. I went with the under. in this game. Yeah, I think it definitely got to the right spot. It was up at a 39.5. It's gone down a 1.5 since then. I still like the under in this game. I think that Dallas will end up winning like 17-10 or something, and it's going to be a lower scoring game. I do have also Dallas in this game as a plus 115. It's a very similar scenario to the Pittsburgh side last night. They've already played a game. They've already gotten a little bit of their rust off. Arizona's in their first game of the season. So I do like the under in this game, but I also like the Dallas Cowboys at plus money. So those are the two spots that I'm going to be going to in this one.
All right, and that's going to do it for this NFL portion of the show as well. So you got your housekeeping, everything you got to do there, Tim?
Oh, yeah. So we will get to a recap of all of our slate in just a minute. Before we do that, if you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And this first part is going to be big. You guys are going to want to listen to this. First link in our description is our 1,000 subscriber giveaway video. After the stream, click on it, watch the video. It's 5 minutes long. It'll tell you exactly what you need to do in order to enter the giveaway. And the prize for the giveaway is 3 months of premium plays. That's around $1,000 value. I think it's like $989 value or something, according to Picks and Parleys prices. So it is a big value there. And it will start from September 1st to December 1st. And that's big because you're going to get the end of baseball. You're going to get some NFL. You're going to get some NBA. You're going to get some NHL. You're going to get some college basketball. You're going to get some college football. You're going to get 7 different sports. And during that time, you can get anywhere. We'll put up anywhere from 15 to 25 plays a day. So keep that into consideration. There's going to be a lot of plays coming out. So you guys are going to want to be in that giveaway. One person will win 3 months of our premium plays. Link to that's in the description below. It will tell you everything you need to do. Next up, check the links in the description. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, and premium plays, all in the description down below. Final thing, Picks and Parleys scheduling. Craig normally comes on around 10-ish. He'll probably do a night show tomorrow or something, or tonight watch for tomorrow, considering a lot of stuff starts early. But yeah, keep in mind he starts at 10. Me and Nick normally start at 11. We are starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow because there is 15 baseball games and 10 NFL games, and we do not want to be running deep into Higgs' show that we're doing right now. We probably just started. So keep in mind, we will be live at 10 o'clock. Big thing there. And then after that, Higgs show at 12, Allie at 1:30. We do have a game time decision today at 6 o'clock. And then I don't think there's a total chaos tonight. And I do think Higgs will have some type of football show as well tonight as well. I don't know what time. I know his son plays high school football, so take that all into consideration. But there will probably be a late night money show with Higgs tonight. So that should be everything. Yes. Wow. Yes. Says the video is unavailable when I try to click it. Okay, then that Nick put that in there. I'll fix the link then in the I'll fix the link in the description for next video. Also, you could just click on our ESB thing and it'll bring you to all of our videos. It's 1,000 subscribers. But yeah, that link should work. But let's go ahead and do a little bit of a recap. I'll go first. I like the Cincinnati Reds today against Philadelphia. I like the over in the Milwaukee game, the over in the Miami game. I like the Detroit Tigers today, plus 104. Tampa Bay game to go over. I like the Kansas City Royals against Jack Flaherty on his first start back. I like Houston today. And as for the NFL, I like the Buffalo Bills at plus money, the Dallas Cowboys at plus money, and the under in the Dallas game as well.
Yeah, I like Cincinnati first 5 as well. It wasn't the line moved too much for it to be official video play. I also like the New York Mets here in the first 5 innings at plus 137. The Baltimore Orioles in the first 5 innings at plus 195. Minnesota first 5 innings as well. Team total over for the Cubbies. And then the first 5 run lines for the Padres, Giants, Athletics, and Brewers. All those first 5 minus a halves. So I like all of those as well for baseball today. And in the NFL, it's preseason games. I'll take it easy tonight. I got the Atlanta Falcons, the Buffalo Bills, and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll find my way to have money on every game, it feels like, for the preseason so far. Tomorrow, I will not have money on every single preseason game. Just know I won't. But yeah, that's going to just about that's it for my card.
Yeah, that's going to wrap the stream. Nick, finish it out for today.
Yeah, that's going to just about do it for this one. I want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here on ESD, which is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. Tomorrow will be 10 a.m. for full slate here. The full slates will be at 10 a.m. when it's full slates of NFL with baseball as well. Those will be at 10 a.m. We will let you guys know when those 10 a.m. shows will be, which tomorrow will be the first one. And yeah, that's going to just about do it for this one. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here by my brother Tim, and this has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We want to thank you guys, as always, for watching, and good luck today.
See you guys.